Menu narration option is set to off.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
And how about this for a start? This is out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds.
Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Flushed out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Emmanuel Ogbah able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
Gotta hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Dalton. And he'll just get rid of it.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sacked on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Here's Dalton. Man open, that's Byron Pringle complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Dalton's throw complete here to Kmet. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bears get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds, and he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. This defense for the Bears, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance. Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. The Dolphins at 5-3 now on the year. And they come in playing some pretty decent football, 5-3 over their last 8.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Tua now on first down. And this is incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Tua. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Going right back to Wilson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 23. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
He is going to find Hill here. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
To me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. Byron Pringle headed out with his Chicago offense, sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense. Kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist. You know, the good stuff. Got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that timing. Change things up a little bit and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, try to make him uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year. On 2nd and 10, Dalton. Now there's the former Dolphin, Jarvis Landry. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
This will be Dalton again. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after one. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Here's Hill on the return. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. Week 9 here in the National Football League. We'll have 9 weeks to go after this. We got a couple of good matchups in prime time to wrap up the first half of the season. Tonight, Tennessee and KC in the AFC. And then tomorrow night, an interconference matchup. Baltimore and New Orleans from the Superdome. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
A gain there of 21 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Tua now on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now. 1st and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Holding offense.
So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. That's complete. Once again, it's Gesicki. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 15-yard line. He had 3 catches last week. That one his 3rd on this drive alone. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. The tackle there by Brian Poole. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Cedric Wilson from 13 yards out. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. The Chicago offense set to get started. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team? They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. From the 39, Dalton. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. He's going to let this one go deep. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
From the 21 and 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Open man, that's Gesicki down the field. And he's going to get this down inside the 40 before he's finally ridden out of bounds.
Holding, offense.
Bobby Massey, the right tackle, called for the penalty there. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. From the gun, it's Tua. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders in every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw and coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing again on 2nd down. Dalton. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Dalton. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Fair catch called for and taken just inside the 10-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And the slot man goes in motion left. On 1st down, they go with Mostert again. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Tua sets up to pass it. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. And we're going to get a timeout. with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Tua, a final shot before half. And going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. So we've reached halftime over. No problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. Noah Igbenogany from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Tua going to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A very solid gain of 27. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. On first down, Tagovailoa. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
On second down, this is Edmonds. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. Here's Tua. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. A good pick up there, 22. Play action, now it's Tua. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now 21-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because they don't get some kind of points here. That next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
Passing, it's Dalton. Got an open man, it's Pringle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
They should put the coverage guys in a stress out now. When they thought they were going deep, ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
First and 10 for Dalton. He sets to fire deep. He's got a man, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 37 yards. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Now Dalton with a first and 10. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch,
All I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Another chance for Dalton. And he floated one out there incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Dalton. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. They brought him in off the corner, and he gets in to drop him for a loss of 4. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. And he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears are back within a score. Santos with the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And finishing it all off was Darnell Mooney with a touchdown reception. Taken in at the 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Miami set to take over. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And Hill with it over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 33 yards that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. That's good for 28 yards.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get...
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Tua Tagovailoa scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Dolphins are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep... Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Sanders now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. lone second remains now in this third quarter. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Back now at Soldier Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Dalton. This one swung out to Montgomery. Only able to gain a couple there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. 3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. This defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick 6.
And how about the way they've played this entire game? Not only have they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick 6s, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Dalton right back on the horse after the pick 6. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, I wish this staff luck as they try to find positives about this performance by their offense as we move through the early part of the 4th quarter. That sack, the latest example. Down by a boatload, this offense simply can't keep up, and the quarterback is still taking hits. I'd get the backups in there if it were me.
A throw over the middle, taken in. It'll be a gain of 5, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
He's got a man, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A gain of 39 that time. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Andy Dalton. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Here's Dalton. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 22-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. And it'll be Dalton again. Pass incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
2nd and 10. Dalton once more. And this will be caught by Mooney. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. They'll run with Montgomery. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Kari Blasingame It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Bears get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth-quarter deficit. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. And the Dolphins are going to recover. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And it's caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation.
He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Dalton's throw complete here to Kmet. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
To throw again on second down. Dalton, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. Here we go. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading